This Alexa Flash Briefing is sponsored by Team Automotive Group.
Hello everyone from WAFB Channel 9. I'm Matt Williams with those Tuesday headlines. Tuesday starting off kind of foggy, a little overcast in South Louisiana. You can barely see the tops of some of those buildings in downtown Baton Rouge. We're going to get to that forecast for you in a quick minute. Obviously that's going to be one of the headline makers, and over the next few days you're definitely going to need to know about it. We'll talk about it, chat about it in a second. Some other things you're walking out into. A couple of arrests made, two teenage boys in fact, a 15 and a 16-year-old. Why were they arrested? Well, according to authorities, they called in bomb threats last November to 3 different schools. Now, we don't normally report on bomb threats unless any extenuating circumstances, because we don't want to encourage any copycats, that kind of a thing. But we will absolutely report on arrests made because of that, because it's no joke. This is not just a harmless little prank. This can really get very much sideways, and they will absolutely prosecute here. 15 and a 16-year-old boy arrested for calling in those bomb threats. Again, this was back in November, like 3 different schools, a couple different occasions. Let's get you caught up on some other headlines as well. An overnight shooting, actually a late night shooting in Baton Rouge. 74th Street near Scenic Highway. We're told one person shot here. Now officially their condition not quite known just yet. Working with authorities to get the very latest here. Also working with authorities to get the very latest on whoever pulled the trigger. Don't know just yet. So that's a phone call from you. Easy phone call to make. 344-STOP. Get you to Crime Stoppers. Happening today, arguments about the city of St. George are going to be heard at the State Supreme Court in New Orleans. Now, the last time arguments were heard in court, it was an appeals court that said, nope, sorry, city of St. George, you have not proved that you actually have the finances, the funds, the resources to support your current folks who live there, or even future as well. They didn't believe that they had what it took to actually support a city. St. George appealed to the state Supreme Court. Those arguments begin today. We'll see what the justices have to say about it. But again, this has been a long time, a very long conversation when it comes to Baton Rouge and St. George. We'll get you all caught up there. Speaking of in court, jury is now seated. It's the retrial of Cardell Hayes. He's the one originally convicted of killing former Saints star Will Smith. Folks, this goes back to 2016. But that original ruling, that guilty verdict, was vacated because now with a brand new law in Louisiana, you have to have a unanimous decision by jurors when it comes to cases of murder or manslaughter, that kind of thing. And that's not how the original jury ruled. So, retrial. What happens in court today as it moves along, expected to be about a week or so, we'll take you there. We'll get you caught up on the very latest as well. Very latest right here. And a big announcement last week from the superintendent of schools in East Baton Rouge, Dr. Cito Narcisse, saying that he would be stepping down. So that means we need an interim superintendent because his contract doesn't run out until this summer months, halfway through the year or so. Is this going to be the temporary superintendent? That's Adam Smith. May look familiar. He's filled that role before, temporary superintendent. So the school board has a meeting today, this evening in fact, to vote on that and also vote on how they're going to handle the exit contract, if you will, the buyout contract for Dr. Cito Narcisse, because there is still some time left on that. So got to vote on that and then vote on the temporary superintendent, and then of course start looking for a permanent superintendent. A lot to get to. We'll keep you in the know. Want to get you right back outside again. A look at the overcast skies of downtown Baton Rouge and beyond. It's really South Louisiana that's got the little bit of cloud out there covered because we had some rain move through, and it's just the atmosphere is just kind of thick right now. This is future cast, stepping you through your now into, watch where it ends, almost midnight this evening. You can see what we had to deal with kind of just before the 7:30 half hour as we lay this down. We kind of dry out a little bit, but you can see what's forming just off to our west as we go towards the evening. One more time for you. There you see it. The 10-day forecast playing out what we're really focused on. You have that first alert certainly on that Wednesday and maybe even a little bit into that early Thursday morning. Got to pay attention to this because we could be getting a lot of rain in specific places. It's that system that kind of sets up where you have that training effect, and that could leave a lot of rain in a lot of places. It's something to focus in and watch on. So our storm team is going to be on top of that for you as we all kind of get through this. So y'all just be safe, okay? We'll see you next time.
Sponsored by Team Automotive Group.